Bus.Stop.Art is an innovative public art exhibition that brings art to where Singaporeans live, work, and commute, where it can be enjoyed by anyone at any time of the day or night, bringing a much-needed sense of joy and wonder to the everyday commute. Bus.Stop.Art takes us from the heartlands to the city centre to key Singapore Art Week venues. An island-wide project that sees 10 Singapore-based artists install their works in advertising spaces at bus shelters and inviting the community to interact with the artworks while they wait along the 175 bus route from Geylang Bahru to Gillman Barracks. We're going through various neighbourhoods on the 175 bus, starting from Geylang Bahru in the Kallang cluster to Kampung Glam to the Civic District, Bukit Merah, River Valley, and then to Depot Road and Gillman Barracks. We kick off near the Geylang Bahru MRT station in the Kallang Basin area.
The title of my project for Bus.Stop.Art is Until Further Notice. They reflect a sense of longing for places further afield, drawing on memories of places that we can no longer travel to until further notice. It collages together visual souvenirs collected from around Singapore. It also reflects the visual language of COVID and the safe entry QR codes and safety tape that started invading Singapore during the circuit breaker. There are so many public spaces that are taken over with commercial messages. These are the types of spaces that it's really great for artists to be able to claim back, and that hopefully brightens up their everyday commute.
So my work for Bus.Stop.Art is called Visitors of Singapore, where I liberate classical figures from paintings and I bring it into modern day Singapore to embrace the uniqueness of our nation's culture. It is also about the democratization of creativity, where I take original works that used to hang on the grand sacred walls of gallery space for the elites, and now I'm bringing them to the masses where they can relate to them better.
You will not feel this way forever is what we call an open work. That is, we wanted to take away as much as we could in terms of the aesthetic stylings to see what would be left to read and interpret. Whether you choose to read it as a phrase of instruction, encouragement, or as a warning, the text points to our shared sense of vulnerability.
I'm inviting people who walk past this bus stop to pause, to slow down and walk together with me, to spend a few moments to pay attention to each step we take and the sensations that we experience. This attempt at sharing walks is also a journey of discovering what connects us as people.
We now continue our walk into the Civic District.
I'm a visual artist and a musician. My title I've chosen for this is called Can It Be for the Masses? The works will be uploaded onto this augmented reality site called Artivive. So the audience will download this app, point it at the artwork, and it will start to show like how nature needs time to build.
The location of the artwork was extremely important to me. It's located in a very urban environment, not far from Fort Canning. It is also right beside the National Museum. All those factors made me choose to work about cultural differences versus what could be seen as our common roots, no matter where we come from. Our interdependent link with nature that it is urgent to retrieve, especially considering what happened with COVID.
The pandemic has influenced me to create Jom Draw as a way to share a moment with strangers. It's an instructional drawing installation that seeks to engage the masses to enjoy drawing as an outlet, to express themselves without having a fear of not having the desired set skill.
The title of my project is Clouds. When I started thinking about this, it was during the peak of the lockdown in Singapore, and it was a very strange time for the entire world. So I thought about how sharing physical spaces became very restricted, and then I thought about the possibility of sharing imaginative spaces.
We find ourselves in Bukit Merah, a heartland residential area.
I'm doing a work called Peekaboo, which I'm quite delighted about. There's something quite cheeky, quaint and endearing about it. The particular bus stop has these 3 glass panels which allows for the image to have parts of it where you actually look through. shots, you actually see what's behind the image showing through together with the image. So in a sense, camouflaging what's behind the bus stop itself. It's not just about nature, it's about how we as people ignore nature. I'm really hoping that through the work, they will pay a little bit more attention to the nature around them. The trees, the pots that their neighbors put out, the grass that's being cut.
We're now at Gillman Barracks. While it may look like a tropical jungle here, it was formerly a British Army barracks, and now a contemporary arts cluster.
So my project is called Liminal Spaces, and it's been inspired by the column drawings that are done at dawn or dusk, the transient time that's between day and night. Bus stop for me is a liminal space. It's a space of waiting, a space of anticipation. The drawings are mostly marks that are left by people or by nature, watermarks and stuff like that, as well as mappings of around Alexandra Road. I really believe that contemporary and traditional can coexist. It's all about time that is circular, and traditions, philosophies, ideas, symbols, all these allow me to trace my path back and stay connected to my distant past.